How's it going, everybody? About one person in here. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Monday. It's a Monday. Jump on here and direct you guys over to the Crusty Rabbit Holes channel. Hey Kel, thanks for the thumbs up, I really appreciate that. Crusty has been knocking it out of the park. And his last video, it's a long one, but he makes some awesome points in it. Kel, did you have a good 4th of July? Did you have a good Independence Day? I don't think you're in the States, so maybe you don't. Maybe people don't celebrate that. I don't know. I'd be interested to find out. Yeah, he really is. He set it up for the slam dunk. Krusty's videos they're professional. He speaks very well. They're organized. Oh, thank you. That's doing more than most people do here in the States. Most people in the States probably don't even know what the 4th of July is really about. And that's the sad, honest truth. Most immigrants I've met, most foreign people that I've met that work here and live here, know more about this country's history, its rights, its amendments, the Constitution, much more than natural-born citizens. A lot of the ones I've met. A lot of the immigrants I've met here take it more seriously. What the United States stands for. A perfect example of what I'm not going to say a typical American, but what a lot of Americans are like. A lot of them are like Cecil. Cecil's he's a horrible example of a good American. Horrible example. He gives a lot of people a bad name. He gives a lot of people from the South a bad name. He makes me feel, like, I'll tell you, he's affected me in how I feel about the paranormal. He's affected me in how I feel about my second amendment. And I know I shouldn't feel like that, but when I see him interested in a lot of the things that I enjoy doing, that I'm interested in, in some of my passions, he makes me think twice about these things. And I know I shouldn't feel like that, but just being honest. But I had to give a shout out to Krusty. One of the things he brought light to in that video, and I haven't made it all the way through. I was just on a drive and I was like, I'm gonna go live. We've been going live almost every day. I'm gonna try to keep it going. And brings up the point where Cecil has to come up with a new excuse. He's trying to come up with a new justification to cover his ass on the confession video that's gonna make people go, oh yeah, that makes sense. The confession video must not be real. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. But often we see Cecil scrambling for a new excuse, a new reason. Krusty brought up the fact that, you know, Rosie, she's never gone back on the things she said. She's never, you know, if somebody lied about somebody being a pedophile, and they made that person they lied on, they made that person their children's godfather, don't you think that they would have no problem going back and saying, oh yeah, I lied about that 20-some years ago. That was a lie. Why wouldn't they take that back? Because it's true. Because she's not going to take something back that's not true. That's the truth. She's not going to take that back. Because she saw something horrible happen. And as fucked up as she may be, she knows how bad that was, what she saw. She's not going to take that back. She may love Cecil very much. She may have made Cecil the godfather. But with all these things she's done, she's still not willing to take back what she said about him that number of years ago. And Cecil, it's hard to, you might, maybe in your mind you might be able to backpedal on a single video. Maybe you can convince people that that one single video was edited, which it wasn't. But just say you did that. Say you convinced the general population that that video is not real. What are you going to do about the other videos? What are you going to do about the video that says that you just fell for the lust yourself? What are you going to do about the video that says you, two little hot girls are fully developed? What are you going to do about all those videos? What's up, everybody coming in? But there is one thing that would make us all shut up and make us all go away. It's the truth. The only place you can go right now, Cecil, without making yourself look dumber and dumber, is the truth. Second, guys, I'll get caught up on everything. Cecil, you're so worried about coming up with a good story. Just say the truth. Say it how it is. I mean, damn. I keep saying this, but if you would have done that from the beginning, I guarantee you, there would not be a whole community of people here exposing you. You wouldn't be getting your tomato plant stolen. Yeah. And we've had multiple people reach out and speak with Rosie too. And she's told people in this community that that's what she saw. That's the truth. I mean, that's really affected Rosie. And it's fucked up that she lets Cecil around them children. I bet she don't let him around them kids by himself. Cecil, you've been found guilty by the court of YouTube and the court of your peers. You know? In my eyes, you don't got to be found guilty in the court of law. You've been found guilty by the people of this world. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to stick with you till the day that you die. That's going to stick with you for the rest of your life. This is bigger, Cecil, than Covington. This is bigger than Kentucky. People all around the world, Cecil, are starting to pay attention to you, and have been paying attention to you for years. Because people want answers. People want justice. They want closure. They want to see an end to all this. Just because you haven't been found guilty in a court of law, to me, doesn't mean shit. I know tons of people that have committed crimes that have never been caught for it. Myself included. I've done shit I've never been caught for. You know, so don't tell me that just because you've never been charged, that means you're not a predator. That's a crock of bullshit. But I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't matter what country you're from, nobody likes a child molester. Nobody. I watched a video, I think it was in Africa, somewhere in Africa. The law enforcement in Africa busted like a child sex ring. They took all of those predators, all those African predators, and this is true, I seen this shit. They put them all on a cart, and in front of the whole town, blew their balls off with a handgun, shot their freaking testicles off in front of everybody, and then let them sit out there in the hot sun. That's how the world feels about child abusers. Exactly, Kel. Fair. But it showed everything. They blew their balls off. Guess how many people felt bad for those guys? 0. Now, is that the way we would handle that in the United States? No. Do I wish we would handle it like that in the United States? Yes. Because maybe that would put the fear in people like you, Cecil. And anybody who's thinking about hurting an innocent child, maybe it'd make them think twice. You know, if you don't come out with the truth eventually, the only other thing that would make me feel at rest chemical castration. If you don't have the balls to fess up to what you did, I would leave you alone if you filmed yourself documenting yourself, chemically castrating yourself. I would be okay with that. That's a thing. There's a drink. There's a drink that you can give yourself. They do give it to child abusers. I've been saying this for years. Chemical castration is an option. I mean, other than that, I think you need to be tried by a court of your peers. I'm in the hood. Kel, have you ever seen in your where you live? I wonder if this is just a United States thing, but have you ever seen a pair of tennis shoes hanging over the telephone wires? Is that just a United States thing? I'm gonna park and then we're gonna talk about it for a minute before I gotta go. I'm gonna shout out people in here. Not often. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard it's meant there's a drug dealer close by. Somebody's got shot there. I've heard it's symbolizing like certain gang territory. I'm in a really bad area right now. Hey, Keegan. What's up, HOVOH? Ill Will. I've heard Cecil talk about you, Ill Will. Thanks for the thumbs up, gang. Appreciate that. I mean, we got 10 solid channels of people that talk about Cecil. we all stop making Cecil content tomorrow, we're talking about him. I mean, his legacy's set in stone. Anybody that would ever want to know about him would be able to get on YouTube, get online, Google him. And be able to get enough information about him to know to keep their kids away from him. Yeah, there's nothing. He said he's going to be getting videos taken down recently. He ain't getting nothing taken down. I might not have very good content over here, like we just talk basically, but I'll tell you one thing. He can't shut me up because I never use any of his content. How'd that turn out? HOVOH. Did you find any new channels talking about him? Yeah, the old stuff is some of the best stuff too. I'm telling you guys, Cecil, he's really since he blew up and has gained his infamy, like he used to be a motherfucker online. I wish some of those older videos were still up before he deleted them or whatever he did. But he is panicking. You're right, Kel. It's a cycle with these guys. I've noticed and you guys have noticed it too. It's a cycle. They'll go through different stages. You know, he's just in a different stage of his cycle because until he comes out and gets honest and gets truthful, that's all these guys can do is it's insanity. They just keep going in a circle, you know. He still thinks there's hope for him. And that's a problem. That's a problem I have with him, is he still thinks there's a way that he can explain this and still have a future in the public, in the public eye. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Excuse me. There's other communities out there I really would still like to introduce him on, that I still think they haven't seen enough about him for it to catch on to, but I promise you there's a lot of people that would love to get in on exposing him. Yeah, I know, it just didn't catch. Marty's too busy with Cyrex. Oh my God. It's always sexual shit with them. It's always sexual with him. Hung like a horse. Oh, Kelly, you're great. You're doing everything you can, you know? I do remember that. He did say his dad was like a mayor or running for the mayor or something like that. I do remember that. He has said some goofy, dumbass shit. Some of the funniest videos was one Intense, and his crew was going at Cecil. Those were freaking classics. When Greg was going in on him. It's funny because he acts like him and Greg are still tight. And Greg's got some of the most brutal videos out on the dude. And Cecil claims that they came to an agreement where he'd let him keep the videos up. That's bullshit. Greg just left the videos up. But keep paying attention, guys, because more will be revealed very soon. I've already replanted the tomato plants. He's a tomato plant abuser. I don't know why he chose to use those words, like, you guys took an abused plant. What the fuck does that even mean? I've never heard that phrase used before to describe a plant that was not taken care of. He just can't help it. The truth just spews out of him. That's why you always got to listen to everything he says, because the truth comes out. He tells on himself in every video. You just have to know what to listen for. What was he doing? Freaking banging the tomatoes. Jeez. Yeah, they all have dime-sized holes in them. He didn't get it from his dad, apparently. Too funny. I love you guys. I just wanted to check in with you all today. If you have time, go check out Krusty's latest upload. I'm going to be finished watching it while I work on this job. If I can come back later, I will. I'm going to be busy later though with my boy. So I'll try to throw a couple shorts out. I love y'all. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate the support. Kel, thank you. All of you, thank you.